What is up, YouTube? Another live stream. We are getting back to a regular live stream schedule. This is the second one this week, so I'm I'm proud of myself. I'm hustling. I wanted to watch the second season of Stranger Things, but I was thinking to myself, I was like, you know what? I want to talk to my YouTube viewers, so I decided to hop on my computer and connect, and now we are here. So I'm excited to be talking to you guys. By the way, if you haven't seen Stranger Things, it's a show on Netflix, so you should definitely check it out because it's one of the most watched shows. So yeah, check out Stranger Things. John Naji, what's up, man? How have you been? How have you been, brother? I have been fantastic. Busy as hell. It's been a very, very busy month. October just completely blew me away. Now November is rolling around, and let's see what happens. John says, haven't watched a live episode in a while. All right, cool, man, awesome. Hopefully you've been watching the videos that I've been uploading recently, because I've been uploading a lot of gimbal videos. And some tutorial videos, and they're doing pretty well, so hopefully you kept your eye on that. So again, guys, I want to remind you that this live stream is specifically meant for you, so if you have any questions, now is the time to ask. I don't really have a set plan for these live streams. I usually just do these so I can communicate with my YouTube subscribers, so please ask any questions that you may have, and I would love to answer them here. Pablo Enrique says, hello, ¿cómo estás? Qué gusto verte. I know ¿cómo estás, but gusto verte, I don't know what that means. And believe it or not, I used to be very good in Spanish. Yeah, so that's funny. John, go ahead and ask some questions, bro. You said you have some questions. Let's hear them, let's see them, and let's talk about them. And that goes for the rest of you who are also on this live stream. Please tune in and ask your questions. This is all about you. It has nothing to do with me. I'm just here to share some knowledge with you. Quick question for you. Did you own a Phantom 3 Professional? No, I owned a Phantom 4. That's what I was going to say Phantom 4 Pro, but no, I had the Phantom 4. I sold that, though. I don't have it anymore. Ronald says, it means nice to see you. Awesome. Que gusto verte. Okay, I'm going to remember that for next time. Thank you. Thanks, Ronald. I speak Russian. That's my second language, so if there's any Russians here, let me know. Do you have any experience using Soundstripe for music? If so, do you like it? I don't use Soundstripe. I use Audio Blocks. And then I also use non-copyright, royalty-free music on YouTube. There's also some other websites, like I think it's called soundepicmusic.com, something like that. But lately I haven't had a big issue with finding music because there's so many sources now. John Naji says, I just got that one and I can't connect to the app. That's odd. Usually, well, the Phantom 3 and the Inspire 1 used a very similar remote controller. The only difference was the HDMI and the materials made to make the controller, but it's basically the same controller. So what I would advise you to do is to relink the controller to the Phantom 3. If that doesn't work, check to make sure that your USB connection is a good connection. Make sure that your phone detects the remote. If it does, then you should be good to go. There shouldn't be any problems when it comes down to connection if your phone detects the remote controller. And it will. It will. So get back to me on that. John also says that he has the Phantom 4 Pro and the Mavic Pro, and they connect fine. All right. So yeah, so try those techniques. Try relinking the remote controller to the drone and see if that does anything. John says, I did relink the remote controller, but still nothing. What about the USB connection cable? Have you tried using another cable? Have you looked at the port Is the port dirty? Are any of the pins bent inside the port? That's also a very important thing you got to look at. Make sure that no pins, no dust have entered the port. Make sure it's cleaned out with compressed air. I actually use what is called a blowfish. It's not compressed air, it's manual air. So you just press on this black little like bubble thing, and a burst of air comes out, and it cleans everything up. So I recommend using that over compressed air. That way you don't have any weird like little chemicals flying into your remote controller and any of that garbage. So hopefully that will help out. Again, a few of you just tuned in. Welcome. My name is Josh from Momentum Productions. We are doing a live filmmaking Q&A here, so I would love to hear your questions. Any question you may have regarding filmmaking, I'm here to answer them for you. So please let me know what kind of questions you may have. John says, I haven't looked at that, but the Phantom 3 Pro was new that I got it from my friend that I bought and never opened it. So John, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's new or old. Dust will make its way into the USB connector. It could be also a faulty USB connection. It could be your USB cable. So there could be multiple factors here. So I would first start off by using a different cable and see if that helps. And look at your phone. Depending on the kind of phone that you're using, it should make like a charging sound. Like as soon as you hook up the remote, turn it on, and plug in your phone should vibrate or something and think that it's charging when it's really not. So that means that it's detecting the remote controller. So see if it can detect. John asked, could it be a firmware issue? I doubt it. You can try re-upgrading the firmware, but I doubt it's a firmware issue. D, what's up, man? Have you ever messed up a pro video shoot, be sound or focus or anything else? If so, how did you rectify it? Hello, by the way. Yes, I screwed up a very big shoot. This happened in 2014. I was shooting in Miami, actually, Miami, Florida. And a lot of my shots, this is when I first bought my 5D Mark II. And I was not used to manual focus. And, you know, 5D Mark II doesn't have autofocus in video mode. So I constantly had to mess around with the focus. So, so here's the thing. How I rectified it, I had a B camera. And the B camera captured a lot of the action that was going on. So it's always great to have a backup camera, have it be a B camera or even a C camera. Always have some sort of backup. But before you go on these, you know, pro video shoots, definitely get some practice in, especially with focus. That's the biggest issue I see right now, is things that are not in focus. And obviously another huge issue is sound. I myself am horrible, god awful at sound. I can't stand it. I have good sound gear, like I have great microphones, I have the Zoom recorder, but I can't deal with mixing, I can't deal with enhancing sound. That's just not my thing. I don't have the ears for it. I'm just, you know, I'm a better DP than I am, what do you call it, a sound mixer. For example, I want to show you guys a little project that I'm working on. It's for an academy, and it's basically a video series that's meant to teach kids how to start filmmaking. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a little clip of it. I don't know how clean it's going to be since I'm live streaming it, but let me go ahead and show you what this looks like. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to pop it up. It's a... You know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm thinking, how can I show you this? I'm just going to share my screen, and I'll show you exactly like what's going on here. I just want to show you like the colors that I used. You're probably not going to hear much of the audio, but the audio did come out great. But let me see here. I just want to show you a little project that I'm working on. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see here. Google Chrome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the Sorry guys, I'm just trying to set this up here. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to yeah, so that's what I've been working on. It's a really interesting concept. It's for a school and for an academy, and it's great to see that we can incorporate a lot of different things in the educational system. So I hope that was kind of interesting for you guys to see. I thought the lighting came out really nice in that, so let me know your opinion on that as well. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. John is asking, I am looking to buy a DSLR. Any recommendations? My budget is around $1,500. What do you recommend? Now, does it have to be a DSLR? Or can it be an SLR? Because if you want to get an SLR, probably the Panasonic GH4 would be a great camera to get. You can get it for around $1,000, slightly used. Bruno, hello Josh. For real estate when filming outside on sunny days, any recommendations for ND filters? I use a 16 to 35 millimeter lens. Yes, I have. Excuse my messy room, guys. Let me go grab my ND filter. I just got this new ND filter. I forgot the name of the company, but I'll find out right now. This is called K&F Concept. It's a relatively new company, but it had pretty good reviews. And what this is a variable ND filter. So I have two of these. I have one for my 16 to 35, and I also have one for my 24 to 70, and I also have a step-down adapter ring, so I can use it on multiple different lenses. But you want to be careful when you're using step-down adapter rings because it does add to the layers of filters, and it could actually cause some vignetting. So you want, especially on wide-angle lenses like the 16. So you want to be careful about that. Now these variable ND filters are fantastic because if I twist them, I don't know if you guys can tell, but if I turn these ND filters, or this ND filter, it gets lighter and darker. So you don't have to keep switching out ND filters. So this is definitely something that you should get. It costs around 20 bucks. If you like, I can send the link to you, or email me at info@capturethemomentum.com and I can send you the link to it. Yeah, as I said before, I have 2 of these. So far, I've done some light testing with it. It looks like it's going well. I'm going to use it on a professional shoot tomorrow, so I'll let you know how that goes. But I've done some testing a few days ago when it was really bright and sunny outside, and the colors came out really nice. So this actually goes down to ND 400. So it's a really big stop. It's basically almost to the point where you can just point up at the sun and shoot. So it's it gets very dark with this ND filter. And both of my variable ND filters are like that. So instead of buying a whole bunch of ND filters, just try and buy 1 or 2 that are faders, or in other words, they're variable. So you can just change the ND on it. So yeah. Next question. D, luckily I have focus peaking on my camera. Sony has given me some problems also. Oh, sound has given me some problems also. Thanks, man. Yes, focus peaking is definitely a big thing. I always have focus peaking turned on both of my cameras whenever I'm using a manual lens. Focus peaking, and yeah, you definitely want to peek at that focus. Make sure. A great thing to look at, I did a tutorial on this. Actually, my friend Kara helped me out on this. She actually laid down some really cool tips when it comes down to focusing with a camera, with a manual camera especially. You focus on the eyes, right, and focus on the hairs. If the hairs and eyes are sharp, then you're in focus. Because a lot of the times you can't really tell if the skin is in focus or the nose or ears are in focus, but you can definitely tell if the hairs or the eyes are in focus. You get that sharpness in there. So those are a great things to look at when you're trying to focus. Prince Pandy, hello sir, your video is the best. I'm in India. Thank you so much, Prince. I appreciate your support, bro. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sam Space 81, cool man, enjoying the stream. Dialed in my Crane 1 version 2 today. Dialed in. Okay. What does that mean? What does it mean you dialed in? Let me know. D says your sound went. Oh no! Is there no sound? Can you guys hear me? Uh-oh. Let me know if the sound went, guys. Sorry about that. I'm curious. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. It went out during the video. Damn. If you guys want me to say what I said in the video when it was playing, let me know. I'll replay it for you. But sorry about that. I thought I had the sound on. Okay. So, any more questions, guys? Any more questions? That's why I lost a few viewers, because they were like, what the hell is going on? No more sound. But yeah, it's getting kind of hot in here. Let me turn on the fan. But anyway, yeah, guys, any more questions? 19 minutes in. Let me know what kind of stuff you got for me. I hope all of you have watched my recent gimbal video. I compared 4 different gimbals, 4 of the top selling gimbals out right now, and I chose one for budget filmmakers and another one for like pro filmmakers with a slightly higher budget. So watch that video because it's going to show you my favorite gimbal, and you'll be surprised. Prithviraj, sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, says, I am planning to make a travel video soon. Do you have any tips that I must know? honestly, you gotta travel light, first of all. Travel very, very light. Bring zoom lenses with you. Don't bring prime lenses because it's just going to be too much of a hassle bringing all that stuff with you. Zoom lenses offer you more of that portability. ND filters. A small little microphone like a Rode Stereo Video Mic Pro or a Rode Video Micro. You know, travel very light. Bring a Gorilla Pod with you. If you can, get a gimbal. But let me show you the backpack I use whenever I travel. Okay, it's right here. So this is the backpack I use. This is a backpack from a company called Case. It literally has everything that I need. It can fit your 15-inch laptop. Can fit like 2 cameras, like 3 or 4 lenses. Can fit a tripod on the side or a gimbal. Same thing on the other side. And it's very well padded. It's water resistant. It comes with a rain cover, and it just, for 90 bucks, I mean, you can't really get a better bag than this. It's, I mean, it's very durable. Like you can hear the sound of, you know, protection there. So that's the bag I use. So make sure that your gear is properly protected because I travel with very expensive gear and I need to make sure that it is very protected. Even if I trip and fall, hopefully that will never happen. I want to make sure that the backpack can take some shock. D says, I bought the cable for my crane, haven't used the cable yet. Will this enable me to focus or zoom? I'm hoping it can be used to focus with my 12 to 35 Lumix lens. Are you using the crane too? Which crane are you using? But honestly, I have a cable as well for the crane. I have a cable for the crane, and I was not able to focus. I was able to charge the camera, and I wasn't even able to start or stop it. And I was using a Sony. I didn't try it with my Panasonic, though. Maybe it's different. D says version 1.2. There's a 1.2? I haven't heard of a 1.2. I think you mean version 2. Crane 1 version 2. Yeah, I think that's what you meant. So, guys, any more questions? Let me know. Come on, guys. You can't just be watching my face the whole time. You gotta be engaging. Halvin Wolf, what's up, brah? How you doing, man? Halvin Wolf in the building. You guys like my shirt? Have a look at my shirt. Isn't that cool? That's me in about 10 years. Halvin Wolf says that he's taking 5 minutes off from shooting. That's awesome, man. What are you shooting today? What are you guys doing, man? Ask some questions. Come on. D says, do you shoot in 4K then export in 1080p mostly? Yes, definitely. I rarely output things in 4K. Guys, no one uses 4K. 4K is great for cropping, but your clients are never going to ask you for 4K. Clients of mine are still asking me to put stuff on a DVD, and I don't even have a DVD burner. So, Halvin Wolf says, scene 2 for my 2nd episode. All right, man. Send me an email. I want to check it out. Send me an email to the link. Got 2 buddies helping out. Awesome, dude. Heck yeah. Nice. Any more questions, guys? Come on. All right, I want to go back to the video that I was showing you guys because I want to talk to you about it. For some reason, the sound didn't kick in. I'll make sure that it's still on. But let's go back to the video I was telling you guys about. So I'm going to switch over. So I don't know if you guys heard me say this, but so this is an unlisted video. You guys won't be able to find it on my channel, but have a look. I just want to discuss the lighting really quick with you guys and how I decided to do the lighting. So obviously we'll first start off with the establishing shot, and then we transition into this shot where I shoot with a dolly in, another form of an establishing shot. And how did I shoot this dolly in? I shot it on a motorized slider. And so I shot with two different cameras. We shot multiple takes covering different actors. So on one take we covered the male actor on the left, and on another take we covered the female actor on the right, and the wide was always rolling. So you guys can't really tell even with the audio on that we use different takes, but this was all shot using different takes. And how do we get this color? Well, we used two Fresnel lights in the back lighting up the edges of their faces. We had two lights in the front, two LED panels in the front, and they were lighting up their faces. And we also had a fog machine, which was a great way to soften up the light and create more of that mystic look. And regarding color temperature, I shot this in a cool color temperature. That way I can really manipulate the colors to look like it was made in like the 30s and 40s, and it gave off a really, really nice look. This was shot in 4K at 24 frames per second to give it that nice film look. Now this is a project I'm working on. So this is a project I'm working on, and this is meant to teach kids about filmmaking. So this is meant to go to an academy and show people how things are done. So it's pretty exciting. So let's roll back over here. Hi guys, what's up? What did you guys think? Woo! So what cameras did I shoot with? I shot with the Sony A9 with a 16-35, and I shot with the Sony A7S and a 24-70. Yeah, so that's what I shot with. Now, it was a little difficult. I'm not going to lie. It was very difficult with the Sony A9 because of the lack of picture profiles. So I was able to manually, in the camera, adjust some of the color. I dropped down the contrast, I dropped down the saturation. Sharpness I slightly tweaked down as well. And that kind of flattened out the color, so I was able to somewhat color match the Sony A7S, because the A7S shoots in S-Log, and I love that. Ramsey Productions is asking, did you get to drive the tank? How was it ride? So I didn't get to drive it, unfortunately. I got to ride in it. So for those of you who don't know, I want you to check out Rob Rich's YouTube channel. We shot a little promo video for a company called Resvani. They just released a brand new luxury vehicle, SUV luxury, like sports utility vehicle, and it is insane. It is an insane machine. So check out that promo that I shot. I shot it using the Sony A9 16-35 lens, and it was 95% shot on the Crane version 2. So yeah, check it out. It was dope. Really, really dope. Yeah, check it out. And it drove pretty well. I mean, it's such a heavy car. It's made out of all these different materials. I felt like it was a little bit sluggish, but it has a ton of torque. I mean, we took it up in the canyons, and it was just, it had some difficult times. It was, handling the road. But I feel like it's more of that off-road kind of vehicle. I would definitely take it more off-road than in the canyons. D is saying, I edited some footage from the Sony FS5 the other day. Amazing image. Yeah, the Sony FS5 was great. FS5, FS7. Beautiful cameras. Love it. The only reason why I don't own them is because they're too big for my just I like to travel. I like to travel light, so I want to take good cameras with me. I just have them a lot smaller, so I have you know, compact SLRs. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to head out. I've got some work I got to catch up on, but I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into this shorter live stream. You know, we did it for half an hour, but that's still pretty good. And yeah, we will talk in a bit. Stay tuned. Share this channel, please, with your friends and family. Let's get this subscriber rate up. All right, guys? All right. I can't wait to see what you create. Email me at info@capturethemomentum.com if you have any questions or if you want to show me your work, we want some critique, let me know. All right, guys. I'll talk to you in a bit. Bye-bye.